Ari is not the guy anymore, right?
Right.
Mark
it's
Shapiro.
Mark Shapiro. WWE has tremendous upside on global partnerships, without a shadow of a doubt. I understand everything he's saying so far. Tremendous upside on ticket pricing. Let's stop right there. What does tremendous upside on ticket pricing even mean? We can charge whatever we want and get it. What is that?
Dude, that's business.
Okay,
they've jacked up their prices. Okay, to the point that it makes people upset because what they've done is they're with their TKO partnership, they're going for people that have more money to spend. Okay, like they're partnering with the UFC on a lot of things. So bro, this is the economics 101. If they're charging out the yin yang for the seats and people are paying it, what more can you do? I mean that's just this basic comment. Like they're not in this business. They're a publicly traded company too. Okay, so you have stockholders that you're beholden to, so you have to make them as much money as possible. So right. they have found a price point that they can actually just and maybe it's not even like the WWE hardcore fan base is going to these shows anymore. They have kids, families are willing to take their kids and spend whatever to go take their kids to go see WWE.
Yeah, WWE is charging way too much for their tickets. They're way out of line. This is called price gouging. This is what price gouging looks like. In fact, what they call it is dynamic ticket pricing, whereas the demand for the ticket dictates the price of the ticket. So if it's a hot ticket in town, people want to go see the show, the price is going to go up and you end up paying a small house or a car payment for your fucking front row ticket to a WWE show and a meet and greet fucking photo opportunity in the ring with Kevin Nash is not reason enough to spend a brand new car on one show, one ticket to one show. And half the time these shows, they're not even that great. They don't even feature all the talent that are on the roster. The last time WWE was in my town, CM Punk wasn't there. It was a Monday Night Raw show. So he's my favorite guy, but if I bought a ticket to go see him in advance, I would have been shit out of luck. Now, I do have tickets to go see one of John Cena's final appearances, but that's different. It's John Cena, and I was willing to pay for that. So there you have it. Aha! Willing to pay for it. So as much as WWE is pricing the little guy out of the market, this is a show where you used to be able to just take your family to and go see the wrestling at the whatever local arena that you got. Now you gotta be kind of a baller to be able to afford that kind of shit. And it sucks. It really does. But I'm also a capitalist. I appreciate good, sound business. And like it or not, WWE is doing great business right now, so they can get away with charging these ticket prices. If you don't like the ticket prices and you're fed up that they're charging so much and you think that they're price gouging, which they are, but they can get away with it. If you want them to not be able to get away with it, everybody needs to boycott WWE. There needs to be a point where people stop going to their shows and buying tickets. But clearly that's not happening. Whatever they decide to charge for their tickets, the tickets just go boom, they're gone. People are paying for it, and thus the price is going to continue to go up. Now, I'm sure at some point, business will slow down. We know this. Us long-term wrestling fans know that there's ebbs and flows to the wrestling business, and that is great of business and all the numbers and record-breaking this and that they're doing right now. There will come a time where they will have a downturn, and you'll see those tickets start to get cheaper again. But fuck, I remember a time where you could go get a cheap seat ticket for $25, $35, $40, at the most. Now you're not getting in the door without at least $100. You're not getting on the floor without at least $1,000 or more. It's preposterous. It's preposterous. But they can get away with it because people are paying for it. Stop paying the high prices. It's the green shirt guy. He's the problem here. Blame him. Point your finger at green shirt guy and say, you no good, dirty son of a bitch. And then they even priced him out because he wasn't at Backlash. Of course, it was Backlash. Like, who gives a shit about Backlash? I'm not good enough to call Backlash. Joey Styles. But they even priced green shirt guy. I'm sure he had an obligation, right? He's probably works or something for the amount of money that he spends on wrestling tickets. But he wasn't there. But those are the people that you need to blame for this because they keep paying that ticket price. And as long as WWE is putting on shows that people want to see, they will pay the tickets to see it. And as long as those people are willing to pay a premium and they're willing to go along with this dynamic ticket pricing, they're going to price out the little guy who can barely afford to take his family out on a Friday night. Sorry, you got priced out of the fucking event. Now this is just a rich people's event. It just is what it is. Hopefully, at some point, the market corrects itself. Hopefully, at some point, people decide that enough is enough. We're not paying these prices anymore. And the ticket prices start to go down because one of the, as much as dynamic ticket pricing will increase the ticket price when there's a high demand, it will also lower the ticket price when there's not such a demand, right? You're having a little trouble selling tickets, maybe those ticket prices drop down a little bit. But nonetheless, the WWE is getting away with highway robbery. They always come out and announce damn near every pay-per-view now, oh, we set the biggest gate for this building and blah, blah, blah. Doesn't mean they got the most people in there. It just means that they jacked up the ticket prices and it's coming out of your pocket, which is complete and total bullshit, but welcome to capitalism. And they're a business, folks. Don't get mad at WWE either. Like I said, point your finger at green shirt guy. WWE has shareholders to answer to. They have as Eric Bischoff likes to say all the time, a fiduciary duty. That means that they owe it to their shareholders to make as much money for them as possible. Because if they don't, shareholders could sue WWE for not making them all the monies. They got to make all the monies, and that's what they're doing. They're making all the monies, and it's coming out of your ass and your hard work, and now you got to go out and you got to put a mortgage on your home, take out a home equity line of credit to buy your wrestling tickets for the Friday night, and half the people you wanted to see weren't even at the show, and it was a shitty paint-by-numbers fucking in-between pay-per-views, get you from point A to point B, nothing happening show anyway. Like Raw, imagine going to Raw last night. What a fucking shit show. It was just so like meh. But you paid a lot of money to go there. It's insulting. But such is the way of the world right now. WWE can get away with it because you're paying for it. Stop paying for it. Stop paying for it. They'll learn. It's the only way they'll learn. Through monies. Take away their monies. They'll learn to do cheaper tickets next time. That's all I got, though. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think WWE should just forego their fiduciary duties to their stockholders and not make all the money possible just so they can cater to the brokies out there? Or do you agree that this is just how business works? And if it's a hot ticket, then it's a hot ticket and you're priced out, shit out of luck. Let me know your thoughts down in those comments below. Peace, love, and pizza. I am your boy, Seth Grimes, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bro, thanks for checking out the video. You can find more great videos by hitting the subscribe button. And bro, while you're down there, hit that like button, leave a comment, and all of that other crap. Bro.